Agriculture has always been a part of my life since I was born. Both of my parents work in the agricultural industry, influencing what I grew up around. It may be all I know, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I love what I do so much, in fact, that I'm actually an animal science major. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the influence of my parents, my experiences in 4-H and FFA, and my experiences here at Fresno State as a student. My dad was an ag mechanics teacher for 18 years before he transitioned into sales at an ag company. He was also the swine advisor for 2 of the schools he worked at, and the beef cattle advisor for the 3rd. I spent a lot of time with him over breaks and visiting student projects when I was a little kid, so naturally I developed a passion for pigs and later on for beef cattle. I even got the opportunity to show a pig when I was 8 years old at a county fair that he took his students to. My mom is a pricing analyst for a company called NutriBlend under the umbrella of Land O'Lakes. She does all the pricing for feed ingredients that go into livestock feeds. I didn't find this interesting until I started showing animals and she would bring home feed samples from work. She also attended Fresno State, and while she was there, she was a part of the equestrian team, so she introduced me to horses. This was a very short-lived experience for me because I was always more attracted to showing livestock. Let's talk about my experiences in 4-H and FFA. I started my showing career with rabbits during 4-H when I was 9 years old. I started out by showing 2 rabbits at the Madera County Fair and Chowchilla Fair. It was such an amazing experience, and I remember being so excited that I finally got to show an animal and learn responsibility at the same time. After showing rabbits for a year, my parents allowed me to start showing pigs. My first pig's name was Bacon, and she was the sweetest pig in the world. I fell in love with showing pigs immediately because of their unique personalities. With this first project, my parents taught me how to manage my time and money. I spent an hour outside with my pig each day, cleaning, pens, training, and feeding. After the first pig, I paid for the second with the money that I earned from selling the first. This taught me even more about money management at such a young age, which I am extremely grateful for to this day. I showed pigs in 4-H for 3 years and then moved on to FFA when I got to high school. Once I moved on to FFA in high school, I was completely on my own money-wise. My parents would still help me if I needed it, but everything that I bought for my project was with my own money. This was also when I started to fall in love with nutrition. I became extremely curious why I fed my animals certain feeds at different stages in their life. I also started to understand and care more about why I was being guided towards the animals I ended up purchasing. My sophomore year in high school is when I got the opportunity to start showing beef. It was the best choice I ever made because I fell in love with yet another species and was curious about everything all over again. I love learning more about animals and what it takes to have a successful outcome in this world. My junior year at the annual California FFA State Conference is when I knew I was following the right path and exactly what career I wanted to have. Listening to the keynote speakers' success stories inspired me to pursue my dreams of being a livestock nutritionist. I knew it was going to be a hard path, but I was up for the challenge, especially if it meant I got to do what I love for the rest of my life. Lastly, let's discuss my experiences as an ag student here at Fresno State. In my first semester, I got the opportunity to take swine and beef cattle production. Every class period, I learned something new about the commercial production of beef and pigs. I love learning about genetics, reproduction, and nutrition. My favorite part of the classes were the labs, as I got to work hands-on with animals and practice the things we learned during lecture. I also got the opportunity to be an ag ambassador this year. I got to combine my passion for agriculture and FFA all into one. As an ambassador, I got to help out with all 3 FFA field days that Fresno State puts on, and also got to judge a speaking competition that I also competed in when I was in high school. Lastly, I was able to lead a farm tour for middle school students. All of these experiences were special to me because this is exactly what college students did for me when I was younger. In conclusion, I talked about the influence of my parents, my experiences in 4-H and FFA, and my experiences as a Fresno State student. All of these experiences together shaped who I am as a person. I feel most at home when I'm working with animals or doing something related to agriculture. I am so grateful that I found a passion at such a young age, and it kept growing stronger as I got older and is now going to be my career. I hope each and every one of you finds a passion that you love so much that it could possibly become a career.